Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to this week trade recap video. Last week I only entered one position, which is dollar CAD, and dollar CAD here is just running about kind of entry point right now. I did close down Cardano here from previous week for a 1% loss, and I did also close down Ethereum here for a 1% loss. So we're gonna take a look at these two close down position, the overall how I was able to manage the position, and I'm also going to look at the dollar CAD position from a multi-time frame point of view. So starting with dollar CAD here, we can see that from the higher time frame here, we obviously had a really strong impulsive phase to the upside, and naturally price is correcting into a larger consolidation. And this is good because we know that a structure requires at least two swing highs and two swing low, and which we already satisfy. And you can see that there is a clear double bottom here on the higher time frame as well, and there is a bullish upside within that double bottom. So now when we look at the lower time frame here, what I really like about the price is that after that impulsive move on the lower time frame here, we basically created another possible continuation. So you basically have a continuation correction within the larger continuation correction. So patterns within patterns, structures within structures, so good kind of bullish perspective. And to me, within this continuation correction, we also have few swing highs and few swing low. And the latest development we can see is that price pushed down and basically forming to a descending channel. We know descending channel is usually going to be a bullish reversal. And we also have a double bottom here on the lower time frame. So all that is looking really clean for a continuation upside move. And now when we look at the entry and overall lower time frame, I waited for the price to impulse out of the descending channel here. And I waited for kind of the first continuation correction. This is a correction after breakout entry that I always share with my community. And so I was a little bit late. I would have set the entry order here. I think it was just maybe a few more pips up, and that's fine with me. I want to potentially catch this bullish upside. So a few more extra pips, it's not a big deal to me. End up setting the entry order here, and then stop loss below the correction here. So it's usually a bigger position I usually would, 55 pip stop loss, but I'm still gonna get about 5 to 1 or so if the trade does play out to just even the high here. And naturally, if you look at the higher time frame, there's actually a lot more room, even just to the high of this correction. I'm only gonna get 5 to 1, and if we're able to hold on to the position, there's certainly more to come. But first thing first, this week we wanted to see further continuation. If it consolidate here a little bit longer, wider, that's fine. I'm going to hold on to the position. Even if I take a loss here, but if the price does develop something bigger with a continuation price action, I was still looking to get back into the position for the upcoming week. So that is the only position I took or entered from last week, dollar CAD. Let's take a look at two positions that were entered from the prior week that were closed down this week. So look at Cardano here. We went over all the analysis, went over all the bias here. Price just didn't really give us that continuation pattern that we want to see. I did see a consolidation here. I thought this could be the one that continued pushing higher, but instead it just kind of dropped down here and taking me off for a 1% loss. And I mentioned this in the previous week recap video. If we still get bigger consolidation here, giving us an inverse head and shoulder, then potentially I may looking for a re-entry here to look for another upside here. So that's Cardano out for a 1% loss. Let's look at Ethereum here. So Ethereum, we also talk about the possibility of the price may move down once more, and that's something that I was expecting if this bullish price action here does not continue. And I'm fine taking an entry here that's valid, satisfy all my plan to enter. And even if I take a loss, that's fine, right? So I was prepared to understand that even if I take a loss, I'll be waiting for the price to move down correctively to the bottom here and basically creating this new kind of structure here. But ultimately, on the higher time frame, what we want to see is this move pushing down one more time to the bottom or to the previous low, and basically creating this larger structure that looks still looking for a upside move afterwards after this continuation price action finish on the higher time frame. So we understand that we already talked about this possibility of a move down to the low. So even if it does move down, well, look, if something fits your plan to look for a short-term trade to the downside, I think that's reasonable. But ultimately, the bigger position, in my opinion, is once the price moves down, potentially if there is bullish reversal price action here, then definitely looking for upside move, because this one will be a really bigger position judging by how the higher time frame is looking. We have a clean impulse, we have a clean correction here. So this move moving down, just basically completing the structure here and looking for more upside afterwards. So there it is, guys. It's a really quick recap video. I only entered one position last week. So two positions that were closed down from prior weeks. So Ethereum here for a 1% loss. It almost looks like we're gonna form maybe a head and shoulder pattern here to potentially drop down. So that's looking good for this week for those of you who are looking for short positions. So Ethereum here out for 1% loss, and Cardano here out for 1% loss, and dollar CAD here is just hovering around the break even area. So any question, comment, feedback, welcome to let me know, guys, and I will chat with you all tomorrow in my weekly trading market outlook live stream. Thank you very much.